All right. So, where the party left off, the encounters that Ibrin, Irini, Miris, and Ono were fighting, essentially a ton of ice mephits, where you guys had slain them rather quickly. They don't have a lot of health. They don't do a lot of damage. They're more so like distraction fodder, from what you can tell. And the party had encountered a large crystalline room that seems to be housing and transferring this arcane energy being gathered from the 5 towns within 10 towns, pushing it from wherever it is right now into a different chamber. The binds that are along these arcane crystals have some form of warding magic around them that seems to, for the most part, be able to prevent them from being damaged. Party hasn't tested anything to see if they could damage them, but Ono, moving his way forward per Ibrin's request at the end of combat, said that there are 2 doors. There's one to the right, and there's one that keeps going forward, basically asking what the party would like to do. Those of you who are there. But because we're like in combat / out of combat, combat is following the tracking order.
We also determined, based on where the power readings or like arcane abilities coming from, it's not leading to the room to the right, correct?
The party seemed to have a because Ono did an Arcana check after you guys asked that, and I believe he said he doesn't feel it coming from the room to the right, but he doesn't know if it's because it's coming from everywhere or if it's actually coming from the north. But he didn't feel it coming from the right. His little arcane nose is like going a bunch of different directions.
No.
So, Miris, what we've been doing, we've been pushing our way into the chambers. I'm sure you can see Ono up there.
Yep, I can see him. And
then, so essentially it's a giant battle map. So, it's my favorite battle map that I've ever made. So with that in mind, there's no creatures for you to fight. If you... in situations like this, where if you want to move somewhere really quickly, you can use your movement to move, and then you can use your like attack action. In replace of an attack action, you can do what's called dashing, which would allow you to move an extra 30 feet, so you could get essentially double your movement in exchange for not attacking. If you would like to do that, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Wait, you move your 30 feet, but take a health potion.
Okay.
Because you said you're at like 21 out of 35? Or something like that?
Yep.
Victoon gave you a health potion last session. It may not be in your inventory, but I would pop that, because that's an automatic 10 HP to your boost.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and move the 30 and then use the health potion to heal 10.
Okay. Perfect. I will say too, Miris, you have, because of the encounters of last session and the session before, you don't have any spell slots left, but you do have Armor of Agathis up.
Okay.
And it has not been hurt, I believe, because no, it hasn't been triggered yet.
Okay.
So you should have actually, I think 10. You actually should have 10 temporary HP on top of what you have right now.
Gotcha.
I'll add that quick. Okay, I feel better now. That'll bring us to, since you move forward, catching up a little bit more to Ono, that'll bring us to one of the berserkers that is up fighting Aethros and Victoon. It is going... Okay, if I remember correctly, only Matra was entangled in the spell last time. He's fighting you, Aethros. He's going to take more swings at you. He is raging. It helps when I actually have the right tab open. Okay. A 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to do anything because you are the
No.
Silvery Bardsman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For minimal damage, you take 7 damage from that one. It's going to attack you again. And he'll fail. So he makes 2 attacks at you. He manages to catch you with the first one. The second one, him like stumbling on his foot for a hot minute. You're able to kind of move out of the way as the axe comes down a second time. And he's going to move right there and just kind of position himself on the opposite side. That'll bring us to Matra, who is entangled, which means she's immobilized right now. She has to please make a saving throw. See if I can find it quick. I think it's a dex save. And it's not even a high one. It's like 11 or 12, I think. Does she succeed? Yes, she does. Okay. Matra breaks free from the entanglement. And she is going to move, and seeing the druid spellcaster that's making its way towards the party a little bit, she's going to fire off some shots at that. Doing some Eldritch Blast.
So anyways, I started blasting.
That's literally how I feel every time someone uses that spell. For 7, and then another. Okay, that makes me feel better. Even with a low roll, she still ended up hitting me. Not at much AC. Alright. And yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, actually. The spell itself is over. They were concentrated on the and that will be Matra's turn, which will bring us to the other Berserker boy, who is currently attacking Victoon.
Bring it on. No, but really, don't hit me.
Magic answer is a miss. We're going to attack you again. That'll be a 21.
Ugh. No, I mean, no, my AC is 41, so no, I'm good.
Oh, end of Matra's turn. Can I still give her temp HP?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ooh, nice.
9.
The damage for your attack. Oh, that's not bad. It'll be a total of 8 for your damage.
Oh, sure. Okay. Now I gotta do math?
Nah, I got you.
Okay, good.
And he's going to move. No, he's gonna stay where he's at. He makes his attacks again. Oh, wait, no, yeah. First one missed, second one hit. Okay, we're good. That'll bring us to the druid, who got his spell broken because of Matra's attacks. Well, actually, no, it's because she broke free. Never mind. What else you got, homeboy? He's gonna run up to the party. And right up to Big Tune.
Aethros.
Or sorry, Aethros, Mobby. And he's gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Owie.
Not lightning wave.
At second level. Let's see if it actually works. Oh, stupid. Okay, both of you have to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
And his buddies. They're in
Yes,
the square.
technically they both have to make one as well.
Sweet.
This is gonna be great.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys take.
Ow.
Both of you. That was horrible die rolls for fucking 3d8. You both take half
3 damage.
damage. Which is 3. I rolled 2 3s and a 1.
That math I can do, don't worry.
The one guy takes the full 7.
Was 7 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bad.
that was a horrible die rolls. And the other guy just takes 3.
I feel like I should pat him on the back, tell him it's okay. Okay, little buddy.
Like, we get it, you're injured, it's no problem, dude. Next time, you'll get him next time, champ.
Yeah.
I closed my mini combat check.
When you bust out the sport. Good job, sport.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right,
worry, there's juice boxes and orange slices in the other room.
That brings us to Irini, who with her 35 feet of movement is going to make her way towards where Miris and Ono are.
How many bardic inspirations does she have?
She has 2 left, and she's been kind of holding on to them just in case you need them later. She'll dash.
Yeah.
Get up to there. And she'll kind of just like, wait to regroup whenever you make your way up there. That'll be bring us to the scout, who is going to attack Spit. 2 of them have been engaged in arrow play for a little while here. It will not hit. One more attack. And he rolled the same number twice. So he fires 2 arrows, but Spit is very nimble for his little goblin size and is able to move out of the way as he readies to fire his own arrows. That'll bring us to Aethros.
Alright. I am going to... One of these guys might want to attack. I'll attack the druid that came up to attack me,
Okay.
and I'll swing my spirit breaker at him.
Heck yeah. That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh.
For a nice 10. Okay. He is, as you hit him with the hammer, you, knock the wind out of him, and he, has to, take a step backwards for a second and kind of try to regain himself. Lets out a couple of coughs, a little bit of blood spatter, but he is still standing.
Mm-hmm. And then for my movement, I'm going to move. How do I do this? 5 feet over and be right in the middle of everyone. And
Okay.
then give myself temp HP. End of my turn.
That is very helpful, and I appreciate that.
yeah, the temp HP has been godsend.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about, but yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. It's fine if I'm surrounded by 3 enemies.
I was trying to figure out a way to proc that, but I couldn't figure out how to get into a position that was going to help.
Mhm.
Okay. That'll bring us to the other scout, unless Athros had anything else he wanted to do.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Scout is going to initially stay where they are at and fire off. He's gonna fire off arrows at Victune. And just like Spit, the scouts benefit from pack tactics. So they have advantage.
Ooh.
Did not matter. Fires a second attack. Stupid high AC. But they crit.
Owie.
Ooh, I'm gonna still rebarbs that.
And maybe they don't. And the third roll is... it'll be a miss. As you feel that one of the arrows is like... or one of the arrows is gonna line up correctly. Athros, you utter out a distracting incantation, and the arrow whizzes past Victune's head, similar to the other one.
Then I want to give advantage to Spit.
Spit appreciates. That's gonna bring us to Victune's turn.
Okay. So I would like to slide around this guy and go up to this other corner here. So that way
Okay.
I can attack him and get advantage on
Heck yeah, flanking.
it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bring up that. Attack. Advantage. Wow.
Oof.
Do you still have a bardic inspiration?
No, I used that
Yeah,
to hit
Yeah.
something last time.
One of the water weirds, I think it was.
That's what it was. I think the sword is mad at me since I ditched it for so long.
It wasn't
You
even
know,
that
like
long, it
all of-
was like 12 hours.
Yeah. Alright, well, again.
Hey, at least it didn't get disintegrated.
Right?
There you go.
Much better.
Alright. So, again, because crits are still broken, it'll be your maximum amount for your roll damage, which I think was the 8 plus your 2d4 plus your strength modifier, so it'd be plus 2, so it'd just be a situational plus 8 for your attack.
Plus 8.
Ooh, that was a good chunk of damage. For a nice 18 damage. As you, with Flare Glimmer, you swing the first time with the Berserker itself, it's like going in for an attack on like Athros or something, and you cling the back of its axe, and you bring the sword around for the follow through, and that radiant glimmering light slices deep into the back of this Berserker, cauterizing its wound as you go. Anything else, good sir?
I don't think so. Actually,
Okay.
no, I won't do it. I don't want to risk losing it.
Okay. Okay, fair.
That'll be my turn.
That brings us to Ebrin.
Even moves. Ends his turn.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I can't really do anything.
Did you
so.
dash? You dash 2 to get there, or did you just want to move to that point?
So, if I use the extra 30 feet to get to the door, I can't pick it, correct?
This door is, so you can usually tell on your screen if a door is locked or unlocked. This one is not locked, from what you can tell. It doesn't have like tumblers that you can see like sticking through each side.
So if I move the extra 20 feet, could I open it up and see what's in the room?
You could.
Fuck. Alright, I move the extra 20 feet. I fucking quietly open the door.
Make a stealth check for me if you're gonna quietly open the door.
Stealth check. Yeah, I gotta pull up my character sheet then. I'm not an NPC. Players.
Can I quick give
Ow.
Big Toon the temp HP on that if it's turned?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, very helpful.
Okay. You are
Oh, you got
very,
a
very
27 for temp HP.
Right.
You are very quiet. You like muffle, just planning to, like, hoping that nothing crazy happens. You know that these hinges probably haven't moved in quite some time, but even still, you're able to dampen the sound of the door opening by pulling it as slowly with as much precision as possible. Can you click on the door to open it? Out of curiosity.
Well, that's a good question. Bam!
Beautiful. As you look inside this chamber, you see what looks to be a large statue of some form of ancient giant-like warrior, bound in chains, with an inscription that seems to have eroded away over time. The words you're kind of able to... Wait, no. Can you speak giant? Or read giant? Giant's really a primordial text, but is that one of your languages?
No.
That you have no idea what it says along the top surrounding the statue. But you see a large warrior-like creature bound in chains. Yeah. With inscriptions you cannot read.
Well, I don't see a suffix, but there's a creature bound in chains, so. Yeah.
Statue.
Alright.
Statue.
Statue. Alright,
Okay.
then my turn.
That brings us to our favorite goblin Spit, who is going to move to the edge of the dome. Feeling very confident in his abilities, he is going to fire off an arrow at the scout. Yes, that one, Ben.
One that's injured. Not the two that are unharmed. With
Balls.
advantage, because I gave him silvery barbs.
Oh, okay, that right there just saved him because he rolled a crit fail. And he rolled a crit success right after. What are the chances of that? Okay. No fooling. No fooling. No fooling. As he readies his bow, the inspirational magic that he can feel emanating from you, Athros, his ego at its max. He fires off an arrow. And the damage. Okay, I did not add crit damage, but the damage didn't matter because it was way more than enough. As he pierces through the scout itself. You watch as like the arrow clips it like really, really hard in like the center of its head, and the scout falls over backwards, dropping his bow to the side in the process. One of the scouts is now DED dead. And Spit, I think he's gonna like get ready to like knock another arrow, and begin preparing to fight the other scout, but cannot make a second attack at this time.
Give him temp HP on that of his turn.
Okay. Alright, he currently has 7 temp HP, so he's going to stay where he's at. Alright, that'll be Spit's turn, which brings us to Ono. Ono's going to look to you, Athros. So, are we going in, or are we staying here? We don't see Cephik, you said.
Athros. He's
you mean
over in the other room.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. I get your names mixed up sometimes. I know you're very different people.
I mean, there's a giant statue. It's not emanating any, power readings. Would it be safe to assume this is Cephik? Or should we try the other door first?
Ono's gonna... Well, the door's open wide enough. He's gonna look inside from his location, because the doors are massive. It doesn't look... I feel like if Cephik was somewhere, he's gonna be maybe guarding the thing. I think we should just keep going. I don't think we should go that way. That seems like a trap.
Alright.
And he's going to, with his stilts, dash.
Oh, that's cool.
To there. And come up to the next door. And that's going to be Ono's turn. That'll bring us to the druid at the bottom of the round, who's going to get a running start and make an athletics check to jump down. And I'm going to cry because I know he's not going to succeed. But I can dream. He's going to get to here and fall prone because he sucks. And I'm gonna say at this height, he would only have... No, he'd have vision on most of the party. What is he? He is going... Range of 90 feet. Where is the party compared to him? He's going to try and cast a second entangle to try and keep the party still. Along with, I guess, a creature in the area. Okay, so all creatures. Alright, I need Athros and Big Toon to both make strength saving throws.
Alright.
Big Toon, you succeed. Not Big Toon, sorry. Athros, you succeed. Big Toon, you are currently restrained, which means you have a speed of 0. Unless you pass the saving throw. DC you have to beat is 12. So you can make that either at the beginning of your turn or at the end of your turn, I believe. Let me see. Creature restrained points can use an action to make a strength check against the DC. So you'd have to use your... I let Matra go. I would say you could make it at the beginning of your turn, and if you succeed, you could continue your turn.
Okay. Alright, at the moment, I don't need to move.
Alright. And that'll be the end of the druid's turn. Bringing us back to the top of the round with Miris.
Runs.
Which way did Ono go again?
Ono went north. So towards
up
the
top.
He went past the crystal, past the door here, and went
Gotcha.
north.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess I'll just head north then.
Okay. Okay. Mirrors dashes across the battlefield. And you would see the door that Ono is standing in front of there. Okay. Berserker fighting pt3 is going to make attacks against pt3 with advantage because of flanking. Okay, I'm not kidding. He rolled 2 20s.
Wow.
Didn't think that was possible. He rolled a double 20. That's the first time I've ever had that happen. So, are you taking it?
Feel like I've done it, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Famous last words. You take 19 damage from the crit.
Okay. Yeah, that was not good.
And he makes one more attack. For a 22 to hit. Sorry, if I go silent, I'm just giving you a time to think about whether or not you
Yeah,
want to use things.
I'm trying to think about it. Now I'm really wishing I would have still rebarbed the first attack. We'll take the damage.
Okay.
I'll take the hit. Yeah.
For an additional 9.
Okay.
And that'll be its turn. That brings us to Matra, who I think at this point, seeing you take the damage, is going to turn and try and kill the druid who's almost dead.
I'll see
Starting
her
off.
and be like, oh, actually, the druid, yeah. Her. No.
Because she can tell it's on its last legs. Oop, accidentally targeted herself. Big old can of oopsie daisies. Alright, as she, with a powerful blast of force energy, like, crack, you can hear, like, the bones in the back of the druid crack as it falls to the ground, dropping its staff. It is dead. And then she's going to turn and look at the berserkers and attack the one that is not by Bictune, since she doesn't seem as worried about that. With her second Elder's Blast. That'll hit, some damage. Not as much as I was hoping, but it'll do. And that'll be her turn. That brings us to the other berserker, who is between Bictune and pt3. Berserker is also going to attack pt3.
Oh no.
Bring it.
A raging boy. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
I'll
It's Matra.
give bit
You got it.
advantage.
Who did you give advantage? I'm sorry.
Bit.
Okay. That will make the attack miss. But he has a second attack. Ah, 21 to hit. Just barely. I thought it was going to be a miss.
Yeah, I'll silvery barbs again.
You
Got
can't,
you.
though.
Oh, that's right. You are so right.
Huh. For 7 more damage.
Does Major have temp HP?
Yeah, she didn't lose any from the last time I gave it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
good.
I realized I never actually added that to her sheet, but it was, I believe it was it 8 temporary HP?
I believe so.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give it that back, because I totally didn't give it to her before. That'll be the end of the Berserker's turn, which will bring us to... Oh, that guy's dead. That'll bring us to Irini, who, using her powerful speed, is going to make her way north to Miris and Ona. Well, that's convenient. She'll see the door. That'll bring us to Athros, who's being pounded by some axes.
Yeah. I'm going to do what I should have done last turn and cast Spirit Guardian.
Okay. A good move.
Yeah. So I believe I can choose creatures that are unaffected by it,
Correct.
which I'm going to choose my party that are unaffected by it. Only
Smart.
affects enemies.
Okay.
And then I get to choose Radiant or Necrotic damage. I'm going to choose Radiant. And it's, 3d8 damage to, well, now just the 2 guys around me.
Okay. And they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, Wisdom.
Well, good rolls.
The Berserker to the north will fail. And the one to the bottom, I am rolling the best dice ever today. He critted on his saving throw. So he
Holy
has
cow.
succeeded. The fuck is up with
So
this
he
shit?
takes half damage.
Okay, so the one to the north takes 13. And the bottom one takes 8. You can tell that the radiant damage eating away at the Berserker between you and Bictoon it seems to be taking its toll. He does not look like he'll last much longer.
Alright. Bonus action, nothing. End of my turn. Give myself temp HP.
Smart. There you go.
That's what I needed.
Alright, that brings us to the uninjured scout, who is going to attack Bictoon from range once again. Advantage from pack tactics, because the guy's still alive. That'll be a 23 to hit. I'm rolling ridiculously good right now. I am so sorry. But
Yeah.
also
Oh.
not.
Yeah, don't apologize. I don't want to just never get hurt.
Mhm.
Alright, damage. You take 9 damage,
Okay, well, I still have 1 temp HP then.
and it's going to fire a second attack. And this one will miss, guaranteed. Yeah, highest thing they rolled was a 7, so that one. This is by you feel the first one make impact, and you like turn and you just like block the other one with your shield, shattering the arrow. It is going to. No, he's going to stay where he's at. Maybe take 10 feet back. That'll be its turn. That brings us to Bictoon, who is currently restrained.
That doesn't, affect my, I don't have disadvantage on attacks or anything, do I?
Nope, your speed is just reduced to 0 until you break free from the restraint.
Okay. And if I try to break free first and I fail, what happens?
I mean, I rule it different with Matra. I will change that if you encounter druids in the future. If you fail, you just can't move. But if you were to break free, it would give you... You're supposed to use your action, but as a
Right.
DM, I did it differently with the NPC, and it's not fair to the players if I don't do it the same. So, if you fail, you fail. It just means your speed's 0 for another turn.
Okay, I'll do that then. Save and throw, right?
Yes. DC 12.
Of the strength variety, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
The thing you're normally very good at.
Right? It's my second best thing.
Oh yeah.
And that will succeed.
Okay,
You are
cool.
no longer restrained anymore.
That being said, I'm not going to move just yet, because I want to finish this dude off.
Fair. I feel like Athros is Iron Man, and the Berserkers are Bucky and fucking Cap in Civil War.
Yeah.
Just back and forth.
Well, hopefully for not much longer.
Yeah.
What is going
Do this
on
all
with these
day.
rolls?
That will hit. They don't have very high
Thank
AC.
God.
Alright, for a nice 9 against the Berserker. As you cleave one final time, you digging back into where you were slashing before. You cut even deeper, this time severing some bits from in the back by their spine, and you watch as they twitch and fodder for a moment, and then they fall to the ground. You've killed him. Good job.
All right, and I'm gonna play do-si-do and spin around the other guy that's attacking him and attack it.
Okay. Go for it. That's definitely gonna hit.
All right.
Very nice.
Sweet.
As you bring your sword around, this time gaining the upper hand on the Berserker that's been taking its toll. It's still standing, but it definitely is. It's on death's door.
Okay. Well, suddenly feel significantly better about this.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it for me. I guess, Ben, do you want to roll me some more?
Yeah.
HP?
Give him that good.
Oh, even better than last time.
Okay. Ebrin, that brings us to you, good sir.
Runs to the other door. Door seems to be locked, and
As you open this door, you see pulsating arcane magic running through the various sections that lead deeper into the chamber. The lights within the room being flashing between a purple and a blue, as you can feel the vibrations of the floor getting a bit stronger. As you open the door, though, you feel a rush, powerful enough that even you would feel, of arcane energy coming from the far end. You can tell that this is the right direction to head deeper into the path. You're on the right path.
and with my perception, do I see way down here?
You have because you all got crazy good dark vision right now.
Yep.
With you would see that there is, for but a moment, as you open the door, you would see the visage of a ghost on the far end of the chamber, radiating with the red light that seems to be shining through. And then after a moment, it disappears. It does not look familiar. It does not give you the feeling of Grand Priestess Phrygia that you had encountered earlier.
All right. Well, there was a ghost, and Now there's not. So, yeah, I'm gonna take my remaining steps back and end my turn.
Okay. As you end your turn, that'll bring us to Spit, who has advantage on his next attack. He's going to do what he feels is best and attack the unarmored or the unattacked scout that's been pelting arrows at the party. Because Spit's a good boy. And he crits. Good job, Spit. Okay. Oh, why is it whenever I get crit damage, I never roll super high on the rolled die? sad DM noises. But it's okay. Because that did it was a almost lethal blow against the guy who was pelting pelting many of you in the party. As Spit readies for his next arrow, he looks back at the party to see how you're doing. You would see ep3 getting injured, but watch one of the berserkers fall and get ready to do a next attack on his next turn. That'll bring us to Oh No, who could see inside the chamber, and I think his eyes would not glow with arcane, but glow with awe as he sees the power that's being emanated from this room and the rush of arcane energy that would hit his torso as he hearing that you say there was a ghost and then it disappeared. I think he would look to the group and say, well, we gotta keep going, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll catch up.
And he, knowing that you're probably joking or being kind of sarcastic, he's gonna make his way into the chamber. All the way up to here. That'll be Ono's turn. Which reminds me, I gotta do a thing. That'll bring us to the druid, who was prone because he failed his athletics check. He is going to make his way out of this fallen stairway after using half his movement to stand up. Sorry, he's going to try to make his way out of the stairway, but he will not get to the end. He'd get to here. And since the entangle broke, he's going to cast a spell on his staff. And not spell, a cantrip on his staff, and that'll be literally his turn, which is sad, but also kind of makes sense. 1 second as we kick off the top of the next round. Just gotta do a thing. I gotta add the ghost to combat. Spooky, scary, ghosty men. See, now the problem is, if I add anything new to combat, you'll see the die roll, and you'll know that he's there. But don't mind the die rolls; they're not bad. Okay. Anyway, that brings us to. Damn, that was amazing. Okay. Anyway, sorry. That brings us to the end of the round, which brings us to the top of the round, and This thing's gonna do a thing. What's their movement speed? That's gonna be their turn. That brings us to the next thing. I realize many of you have no idea what's going on. Brings us to that guy. And brings us to this guy. And that'll be bringing us to Miras.
Okay. I think all I can do is move into the chamber.
As, yeah, you would have heard Ebron say there was a ghost and then it disappeared after he opened the door, and Ono's like, well, we gotta keep going, and Ono moved deeper inside.
Okay, yeah. That's all I can do.
Okay. That'll bring us to the last Berserker, who, with no allies still alive, is going to, in a last-ditch attempt to bring down pt3, is going to use a reckless attack, which will give you, I mean, you'll have advantage anyway, those of you, the two of you flanking him, but it would by default give you advantage against him on your next attacks. A 24 to hit pt3.
Yeah, you are rolling good.
I don't know why. I don't know why. This normally doesn't happen.
My left pinky can vouch for that.
Or wait, did you already use silvery barbs this round?
No, I haven't used it this round,
Okay.
but I don't want to because I've used a lot of spells before. I want to save some. So
Just take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it because it's not a crit.
Okay. Correct.
So yeah, I'll take it.
I can always help you up if I need to.
Uh-huh.
It'll be 6 damage. And then he has one more
but yeah,
attack.
concentration. I gotta make a concentration save for my
Ooh.
Spirit Guardian.
Yep, you gotta roll a 10 or higher.
Does that proc on his turn or no?
On my turn, I think.
It's whenever pt3 takes damage, it'll proc him for a concentration
No.
attack. Or what?
Sorry, I meant the damage
Spirit
for it.
Guardians. Pretty sure it's
Oh,
on my
wait.
turn.
If they enter the area... No, wait. No.
Oh.
No, we might have to retcon some damage here. Go ahead and roll a new set of dice for Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
3d8. It should be on his turn, you're right.
Or a turn start, or it starts its turn there. Yeah.
Yeah. This might be enough.
Oh,
That was a good set of rolls.
fail.
Wisdom save. They are not good at those, so this might be game for him. Oh, it was so close. It was almost the number I needed it to be. He rolled a 7, so he takes 17 damage. So you can give yourself 6 temporary HP back, because he is dead as he gets burned alive by your radiant damage. Disappearing into a pile of charred, not so smelly corpse.
So what are we down to? 3 that we know of? It's not terrible.
That's not the worst. And
Oh no, 2?
one of, yes, because the one's dead, so you only have 2
Yeah.
of them in the chamber that you know of.
Sweet.
Alright, so he's dead. That'll bring us to Matra, who is going to move up to the edge of the circle, or the dim sphere, and fire off an attack at the one that Spit's been fighting.
The Doug Demisphere.
The Doug Dimisphere. Yes. That is going to hit. And I think that'll do it. As she fires off a blast of force energy, you watch as the scout involuntarily launches its bow off to the side as it falls onto the stairs, dead. Yeah. She's going to, with one more attack, target the one that the druid that has been trying to make its way towards the party. And fire off her other Eldritch Blast because she can now. And that one will miss, unfortunately. But it is okay. That'll be the end of her turn. She hasn't taken any damage since the last time you gave her temp HP. So I don't think... I mean, if you want to try to make it higher, you can, but I wouldn't say it's necessary.
I'm good.
Okay, that'll bring us to this guy. Who is going... What is their speed? Okay. They are going to fly over there. That'll bring us to Irini, who's not in the chamber. She's going to move into the chamber. I freaking love that Irini has so much movement. Like, her hoofs be kicking. That'll bring us to Aethros.
Yeah, her and I both have 35, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just this druid left.
Oh,
Gonna
let me bring
move
all
up
your
here.
shit with you.
Yep. So then you would take the 3d8
Yep.
radiant damage for entering that sphere for the first time, or using the sphere for the first time this turn.
Correct, and he has to make the saving throw.
Damage.
Oh my god. He will fail and take 20 damage. What the fuck?
Oh.
Jesus.
As Spirit Guardians actually does its job. Mr.
Oh, shit.
I just love this because you're in a giant sphere of darkness with a ring within that. You're basically a Beyblade right now.
Oh yeah.
It's not Spirit Guardians, it's Spirit Guardians! You gotta flex that.
Well, they're freaking guarding the fuck out of Aethros right now.
Yeah. Bonus action. I won't do anything with it. I'll just stand here, stare him down menacingly.
I mean, you
You
could
have an
use your
potion
action
you
to
could
cast
take?
your like a cantrip or something if you had one. If you wanted to cast, because you.
I used my. So I moved 60 feet. I should have
you
said that I was
dashed. Okay,
dashing. Yeah.
sorry, Mubby.
Yeah. No, I jumped the gun and didn't say that. So.
And I mean, I'm sure the druid's gonna fail this. Oh, never mind. Well, he doesn't actually have anything to concentrate on because Entangle got broken. So I gotta break that stupid concentration check. Okay, as he starts getting eaten alive by whatever form your Spirit Guardians are taking. Brings us to this guy. That'll bring us to 15's turn.
Alright, I'm going to move up in between Matra and Spit here. And this, like, fire thing doesn't affect my vision of the guy, does it?
No, he's high enough up in the air you could still see him.
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to hit him with a firebolt.
Hell yeah. Oof, that 12 is not gonna hit. As you fire
Okay.
off. Oh wait, okay.
No, I said, okay, sorry.
Oh, I thought you said, oh wait, and I was like, okay.
No.
Yeah, as you fire off a firebolt, Aethros, you would see it fire a little too high. It misses the druid.
And, well, no, that's it.
Okay, that brings us to Ebrin.
I think right now is the perfect time to initiate our plan here, Dakota. So I'm gonna move up to the door, lock the handle, and close it and break it. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna move into the
Operation Fend for
room.
yourself.
Operation Sabotage. I will give a general update to the other team. Be like, hey, found a giant frozen pillar of a giant, and so far the other room's got a ghost, and we're in the ghost room, so keep in touch.
Okay, we're almost dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Ibrin, because you're my first active party member here, who has a turn since things have started in motion. Truly, I know Miris has entered the room before you, but I want you to make a perception check for me.
Now with 300 feet, do I have normal or advantage?
I'm giving you normal because the dark vision, like the 300 feet, is like how far you can see, but I want to see how well you can see what's in here. As you peer into this room, the eerie sound of the hum of the arcane energy gathering deeper within, while that is a forefront on your attention and the sigils that run across the ground, you happen to see a glimmer of something, I would say about maybe 15 feet up in the air. And you see approaching your locations. As you see them, it kind of almost like shatters from a illusion that it seemed to have been under. You see little will-o-wisps making their way to the party. They're about 15 feet up in the air.
Update. We have will-o-wisp. Yeah, so I'm going to target one, and I'm going to start attacking.
Okay.
Psychic arrows. I don't have advantage.
Not this time.
I am going to steady aim to give myself advantage.
Okay.
And I am going to sharpshoot.
Oof. A 16 will not hit.
That's great. Alright, well, I'm stuck where I'm at then.
Okay. That'll bring us to Spitty Boy, who he's gonna start making his way to about here, and then fire off an arrow. Because he can. No one's within 5 feet, so he doesn't get the benefit of pack tactics, but that'll still hit. Some damage. For another 5 damage. As the druid is still standing, Spit, seeing that it's being destroyed by radiant damage from the light and dark Beyblade that's going on over there, is going to use the rest of the movement to start moving towards the stairs. But that'll be all he can do. So that'll be the end of Spit's turn. Brings us to Ono, who, with you breaking the illusion of the will-o-wisps, can see the will-o-wisps that are in the air here. He's going to move up towards this small elevated staircase. These stairs go up a total of about 10 feet. No, 5 feet. So, a 5-foot climb, if you wanted to go on that platform. He's going to fire off a firebolt, I think, at the will-o-wisp that is closest to him. I wasn't expecting this today. He's going to fire one off. 23 will hit. That is a good damage. Okay, out of 2d10, he rolled 18. That's pretty good for him. As he hits the will-o-wisp with a bolt of fire. You see that the fire damage doesn't seem to take as much effect as what the impact seemed to lead that it should. And he like takes that information to process for later, but he'll then move up a little bit more, and that'll be the end of Ono's turn. That brings us to the druid, who has to roll damage from Spirit Guardians because he's there. And something tells me a wisdom save is not going to save him. Whenever you're ready, Aethros.
$3d8.
Fuck. Okay. So he did succeed on the saving throw, but it doesn't help him because even at half damage, that is enough to take him the F out. As he tries to hold on, but he cannot maintain himself. He cannot maintain his composure, and he just succumbs to the damage as he screams out in agony, falling to the ground. Lord, he dead. And your room, after the final druid falls to the ground, while still emanating the hum that is from the arcane energy being funneled somewhere, you feel an eerie quiet also take over the room. The shaking, knocking like some shingled like brick down from the ceiling that like shatters across the floor on the far side where you can see the next door. But that'll be it. Next round. That brings us to the Wispy Boy, who's going to fly down by Ona. And that'll it's going to make an attack. It's going to try and shock you. And that is gonna hit. How many spells does Ono have? Would he Silvery Barbs it? I think he'd spend a Silvery Barbs. So that'll be one down, and it has to roll again. And it did even better that time, as the attack lands, dealing 8 damage to Ono. That'll be its turn. That'll bring us to another one, which I feel upon getting this close to the party, you guys have been pretty aware, would reveal itself, but it's not anywhere near close enough to attack. And same thing with this one. That'll be their turn. That'll bring us to Miris. Miris, you see that there's a will-o-wisp that is pestering Ono, and then you see there's one that's about 15 feet higher up in the air on the other side.
Okay. I think I'll move towards the one near Ono.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use Green Flame Blade.
Okay. If I can make a suggestion for you to make it even better.
Okay.
If you move one spot more to the left, you will have flanking, which means that you'll roll with advantage.
Okay.
The way flanking works is if your character and another character, if you can draw like your ruler line through a creature to the other player, you would gain advantage on the attack against them.
Okay.
If they're both within like 5 feet of the creature. Exceptions being like Ebrin, who has advantage if someone's close, and Spit, who has pack tactics, which is basically the same thing. So if you move 5 feet to the left, you'll get advantage on the attack.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Roll it again because you have advantage. So you can roll with the advantage. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
First one, I'll just take it. 23 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage, sir. All right, as you bring your dagger of swift fire around, uttering your incantation as you drag your finger across the blade and utter out this green fiery energy. You are able to crisply cut into the will-o-wisp. It doesn't do as much damage as what you were hoping it would. It seems to have some sort of small resistance to fire, but with your dagger of swift fire, you can make a second dagger attack as part of your attack action.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Go for it. Okay. Yeah, that's going to hit. You rolled a crit. So what you'll do is you'll add, under the situational damage, just add +4 because that's the maximum dagger damage that you have right now.
Okay. When I roll for damage, can I just select critical hit? Or
So the way default critical hits go in Foundry, because my wonderful add-on is broken and I don't have it anymore, all it does is it rolls damage dice twice and takes the highest. We do a homebrew one where you have one max damage die and one rolled damage die. So you would just add +4 or just 4 to the situational damage, and it'll add that as extra damage onto your attack.
Okay.
Basically giving you a max dagger damage plus whatever you roll. So. Alright, as you cut into this ethereal spirit-like form, the damage itself, while you feel that your attack was powerful, it seems to have resistance to It seems to have resistance to more than just fire, as it doesn't take as much as you were hoping, but it still does take damage from the attack. Ian, something that was added too since last time that you might have seen by hovering over characters is I have a new injured icon that shows with something is like, because like instead of having like a bloodied thing like we had for like 6-7 sessions, that one also got discontinued. I added one where it shows if something's like the injured level of a creature. So like this will-o-wisp is badly injured, you can tell based off of like essentially when you're looking at it, you can tell that it's badly injured. So like it helps you with your party mates too, because like oh no, it's barely injured, but he still took some damage, so you know he's hurt in some way. Just to give a visual indicator on how the party's doing at times.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see that right now, and yeah, that's actually really nice.
I figured that'd be good, so I'm glad that got added. And my question for you is, do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action, or is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Matra, who, seeing no more foes, and seeing like Spit kind of moving towards the stairs, she is going to make her way toward the stairs as well. To keep pushing deeper into the chambers. And that'll be her turn. That brings us to this guy, who is going to... They have 40 feet. They are going to dash. To there. And that'll be their turn. That'll bring us to Irini. Irini, seeing the will-o-wisps, is going to start attacking them because that is what she do. I think. Hold on. Let's see. Given how the party's been doing, trying to hit them, and the damage she's doing, she's gonna look at it, and I think she's going to use Vicious Mockery to try and hurt its feelings. She's gonna look at the one that's like 15 feet up in the air and just be like, "The fuck you looking at, fuzzball?" and just Vicious Mockery it. Oof, I hope this hit. That's actually good damage for Vicious Mockery. Has to make a wisdom save, and she has a decent save, so oof, it still will succeed, so never mind. And she says, "The fuck you looking at, fuzzball?" It does not seem affected. Trying to use different damage types to see which one actually does full damage against it. That'll bring us to Athros.
Alright. I am going to... It looks like everyone over here is pretty hurt. I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality. It's going to end my
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians. Gotta figure out how to... Oh, it looks like I already switched out. So cast that, and then I'm going to give myself the 2d6 of healing this first turn.
Okay. Until the spell ends, an aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 health. Okay.
Alright, fine. And then movement, 30 feet. I move with everyone.
Still
And
a dimly lit radiant sphere.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay. And is that okay? And that's all you can do on your turn because you used your action and your bonus action, right?
Yeah. And I'm not giving myself temp HP because I like what I got.
That's fair. Oh my god, that is brutal. I love that. Twilight
Yeah.
clerics are fucking broken, and I'm very much okay with it. Just
If
means
only I could concentrate on 2 spells at once, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Just, in case the DM was wondering if I wanted a magic item of some sort.
Noted. Noted. Will-O-Wisp over here is going to move up to Irini by coming down the 15 feet. And then it's going to also try and shock attack her. On character sheet. There we go. Will hit. Damage against Irini. Irini takes 8 damage. Still about a flesh wound for her. And that'll be all that it does. Which will bring us to Bictune.
Alright. I am going to just dash because why not?
Fair. Because you can walk over all fucking surfaces.
Yep. I'll scoot right on by.
Checks out. As you climb up this small surface, entering through the passageway, you see the dead scout laying on the side there, and you just keep walking by. That'll be... Is that all you're doing on your turn, then?
Yep.
Okay. Brings us to Ebrin.
Alright, well, Ebron's a little upset because I could have just attacked last round. My whole forge is trying to update for some reason, so that was the thing. I think we're there. sitting. There's 2 of them by that one. I guess we'll target that one and attack it. Actually, injured. We're gonna target the one by Irene.
Okay.
Advantage. Does a 26 hit?
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted. 26 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage, sir.
86.
For 18 damage. Very nice. As you fire off your psychic arrow, you watch as when the psychic energy hits the will-o-wisp, there's this like almost childlike screech, and then it like pops and like disappears. You have killed one of the will-o-wisps.
Okay, we'll attack the other one.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, that's doing so good.
For a tasty 7. As you hit this one with the psychic energy, you can tell that your attacks are having full effect, but this one still seems to be barely maintaining its form.
Alright. We'll move up a little bit, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Spitty Boy, who is going to make his way downtown hauling ass, because it's cold out. He's going to move. He's going to move and dash to get up by Matra. Continuing to make his way up the stairs. That brings us to Ono again, who is going to use, I think, Ray of Frost on the will-o-wisp between him and... Oh, wait, that's a ranged spell. Does he have anything melee? Does he have a weapon? He has his crossbow. He has a quarterstaff. He's going to use his quarterstaff to try and knock some sense into the creature. Conserving his magic, because he's a smart boy. Smart young lad. Okay. With advantage, because Mirrors is on the other side. And it did not take a hit. So he tries to hit it with the quarterstaff, that kind of phases through its form. Almost hitting you in the process, Mirrors, as he like pulls it back. Oh, I'm sorry! As he readies himself for what might come next. That'll bring us to the top of the round, which starts us with the will-o-wisp between Mirrors and... Oh no. It is going to once again attack Oh no. Since it's the one that tried to attack it last. Does not have advantage because... And, okay. Well, this might be a silly moment. It has to make a... It's going to be a Constitution check, or it's going to disappear because it crit failed its attack, and it only has 1 health left. It fails. So you all watch this will-o-wisp, I should say Mirrors, Ono, the B team, sorry, the Cephalic team, Cephalic squad, watches this will-o-wisp gather up this electrical energy, but you watch its form. It can't quite maintain the energy it's trying to unleash on Ono, and as it's about to unleash it, it explodes in and of itself, sending the electricity just like sparking all over the place. You might feel like a little jitter, Mirrors and Ono, but you don't take any damage from it as it. It is dead. That brings us to the next one, which makes its way to about here. And then the last guy, which makes its way to about here. As they're actively flying right at about eye level above the ground, making their way to the party. That'll bring us to Miras' turn.
Alright. I will go ahead and move right here. And then I think I'll just do the same thing as my last turn and just do Green Flame Blade and follow that up with the Dagger of Swiftfire.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, as you try and swing your Dagger of Swiftfire, this little ball is pretty agile, and it's able to avoid your dagger with its glowing green fire from making purchase. But you still get your secondary dagger attack.
Okay.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Just barely, but it hits. Alright, for max dagger damage. And again, you see that the damage itself doesn't have as much impact as you were hoping it would, but it still definitely affects the creature, as it lets out a little shriek.
Alright, and I think that's it for my turn.
That'll bring us to Matra, who's going to make her way forward. Get her to about here with a dash. That'll be her turn. That brings us to this guy, who's going to reveal itself behind Irini. And it is going to try and possess Irini. Alright, she has to make a charisma saving throw. And it's not a spell. I would argue this is a magical effect, so she would get advantage on the saving throw. Which was good, because the second time now, I rolled a 20 and a nat 1. So that was very important. She is not possessed. But the only other thing it can do, because it used its possession, is... Oh, no, it actually can't do that this turn. It used its action to try and possess. That is all it can do. As the ghost tries to take over Irini, she's able to fight it off. Ibra, you would see like a glimmer for a moment of that green steam mist that would emanate from her when the Nameless helps out. You would see it for but a glimpse as the spirit tries to take over, almost forcing it out. That'll be all that it can do, which will bring us to Irini. And she's going to look at the ghost. And what does she want to do? She's going to do that thing that you guys... Oh, that she remembers from when you guys fought the ghost of Phrygius in the trials. And she's going to try to command the ghost to disapparate for a turn. During a first level... Oh my god. 50. I love that it's a wisdom save. And it fails. So you would watch as the ghost temporarily disappears involuntarily, once again from the battlefield. And she, like, looks to you, Ibrin. I think that might buy us a little bit of time. As she turns and sees, like, the other will-o-wisps making their way to the party.
Yeah, we should probably take care of these little guys first.
That'll bring us back to Aethros.
Alright. Move 30. And dash another 30. Give myself the 2d6 health. Bonus action. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And then end my turn.
Healing from your axe wounds, you can feel the openings begin to kind of fizzle and seal up on their own as you're engulfed in this healing aura. Okay. That brings us to Big Toon, who is trotting his way along, climbing up any surface he can.
Yep, and we're gonna do it again. Fucking do it again.
Okay. As you begin making your way to the edge of the chamber, that'll bring us to Ibrin.
I'm going to attack one up over her.
Occur.
Make sure I target the right thing. Attack.
22 will hit.
Damage.
For a crisp 22. You've been rolling really good with your sneak attack dice today.
I gotta keep it up.
As you fire off this arrow, mirror stealing a little bit of damage first gives you the opening that you need as you fire off an arrow made of psychic energy, and you watch as once again there's an audible childlike screech and then a loud pop as it fizzles into nothing. It is dead.
So I'm gonna take a few steps. Can I hold my bonus action attack for a later time in this round?
I'm going to say no, because generally in 5e you can't hold your bonus actions, and with the time being passed, your ability is after you make a regular attack, you can make one with a bonus action. I would say that too much time would pass between your firing of your arrow shots, so I'd say you cannot, for a twofold reason. You can only hold actions, and then you use them as a reaction, like when the trigger hits. So if you held your regular act, it'd be the same thing like on the opposite end. Like if you tried to hold your regular attack and then use your regular attack, the time would pass where you couldn't fire your bonus action one either. If that makes sense.
It does. Alright, we'll attack the other one. That's gonna miss.
14 does miss.
That's gonna end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Spit, who's gonna do that thing he does lately, which is running. Gets him up to there. And that'll bring us to Ono, who's gonna move up the platform to about there, turn and fire a ray of frost at the will-o-wisp. Which will hit. Do some damage. Not the damage I was hoping for. As it seems he's weighing out what kind of resistances they have, because the party didn't uncover all of them when you guys fought that with the hag. So it's trying to figure out what it's weak to and what it isn't, but it seems to be weak to your, not so much weak, but your attacks with your psychic damage seem to be doing the most amount of damage. He's like keeping note of all of that as you guys are moving forward. Next round, which will bring us back to the Will-O-Wispy boy, who's going to move up to Ono. Try and shock him. No advantage. Does not hit Ono, but that is all that it can do. They do not have many actions. So that brings us to the end of it. That'll bring us to Miris.
Okay. I think I'll just move up. I'll go ahead and attack the Will-Wisp with my crossbow.
Okay, so you swing your crossbow off from your side and steadily aim it to try and help Ono. Go ahead and make an attack. A 13 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Ooh. Yeah, that's all I can do for my turn.
It's okay. Alright. That brings us back to Matra, who's going to keep running. Trying to catch up to Big Tune at this point. I believe you're right behind you. That brings us back to the Ghost, who unfortunately is disapparated for this turn. And that's gonna be its entire round. It'll reappear next turn. As that brings us to Irini, who's going to continue moving into the chamber, knowing the time is of the essence and that Ono is being attacked. Right there. She's gonna utter out a vicious mockery. Something witty. As she lets out an attack at it. And it'll fail this time, so the damage will actually get applied. As she utters out the literal words, something witty, you feel you would see it shift in its form for a moment as it takes a little bit of damage. pt3.
Alright. Move. Dash. And give myself healing.
Okay.
Bonus action, and then end my turn.
Okay.
Unless, does Spit want temp HP? Can't remember where he's at.
Spit has 7 temp HP right now.
Oh, well then he's gonna get more. We'll try for more.
Oh, nice. A Spit feels a little bit more vitality within him, albeit divine in appearance versus true healing. Okay. Big Tune.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the door here. Is it unlocked?
Yes. You don't see any like tumblers or anything sticking through.
Okay, I open it.
Okay.
That's scary. Oh shit.
As
Let's say you're on this corner.
Okay.
As you look inside. Oh, you have the full 300 feet of dark vision. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember who I got it on until I click on your tokens and I can see what you can see. You would see 4 Duragar variously stationed near the end of the chamber. The eyes and gemstones embedded within the rams that seem to make up the far end of this chamber, glowing that a bright blue as arcane energy is being shuffled through them deeper inside. The crystals on the far end emanating the blue as well. You would see, the 4 Duragar and then a throne on the far end with 2 more like large Duragar statues on each side.
I moved 20. And I'm gonna step 15 more in then.
Okay.
Do it the easy way. 15. How far away are these bad boys? What does that say? 160?
Yeah, they would not currently see you
Okay.
enter the chamber. While the little sconces give off a dim light, that's not enough for them to be able to see you walk in. They might hear the door open, but they can't see you.
Okay.
At the very least, you're like a silhouette, far enough away that they're not gonna... Like, you don't know what they're thinking.
Definitely not gonna push too far. So, I guess I'll just... can I, ready a defense or something, just in case they somehow make it to me?
You could. I would say you could ready you could ready one of your attacks for if they get close to you to make a swing as a reflex.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
That'll work. I don't think they're gonna make it to me, but stepping into this room, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in here.
That's fair. That'll bring us to Ebrin.
Ebrin will attack. Inventory.
.26 will hit. You're the only person who's... Well, Miras has been pretty good about his rolls, but you're the only person who's been able to reliably damage these guys.
Wow, that was a fucking great roll.
Jesus fuck. Okay, you fire off another one of your arrows, and just like before, an audible pop, and they explode into nothing as you've taken out the last of the will-o-wisps that you can see.
Right. Save that for the final battle here.
Right.
I accidentally removed you from the initiative.
I was gonna say, my
disappeared.
character just disappeared.
Oh, you
And I
gone.
don't know.
Where did you? Where were you on the thing?
Right here. This section, yeah. Out of nowhere, the dungeon thinks I'm doing too well. It eliminates my character from existence.
And you are, it'd be initiative, because you're right below Big Tune, so it's an initiative 6 or 7 count. Let me just re-add you.
I'm gonna reposition myself to kind of be in the middle, everybody.
Okay. Knowing that the ghost is somewhere within the chamber and has not reappeared yet.
Yeah. I don't see anything else happening, so I will end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Ono, who is going to, knowing that we are reaching, you can see, the arcane energy kind of pulling through from the next room, and beyond. Just a glimmer of light coming from the far end, chambers out. He's going to keep moving forward.
Don't go too far, there was a ghost, remember?
I know. We'll deal with it when it reappears. And as he's running forward into the chamber a little bit more, that'll bring us back to the top of combat.
Okay, I'm just going to move. Yeah, right over here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to Matra, who's going to join Big Tune inside the chamber. And she does not have the enhanced dark vision. So she would see like silhouettes on the far end, but she wouldn't be able to make out what they are. Did you say it was something bad on the far end, Big Tune?
I mean, nothing we haven't seen yet, but this place is just kind of crazy.
We gotta be getting close. We gotta be. And that'll be her turn. The floor in your chamber, like beyond this, like the tile and the carpet and items that you can see, looking over the edge, it looks like a starry abyss. You feel that falling off the edge of this would not be in your best interest. That'll bring us to the ghost, who will reappear when it wants to. And it is going to come up by you, Ebrin.
Now.
And target you. Cannot use its possession. Used it already. Actually, let's see if it can recharge it. It is a rechargeable ability. It does not recharge. It is going to
Disengage. I run away. What's that over there?
It's going to use its withering touch on you. So it makes an attack, does not have advantage, and it will miss. As it tries to touch you with its ethereal hand, you can see a glimmer of purple as it's gathering energy into it, but you're able to kind of pull yourself away before it can make a purchase. That will be all that the ghost can do. Brings us to Irini, who, while she could try and command it to go away again, it's not going to help get rid of it sooner, and time is of the essence. She's going to yell at it. Something about its mom is super ugly. And cast Vicious Mockery. And the ghost has to make a wisdom save. Which it will fail. Max damage on a Vicious Mockery. Very nice.
How much of that?
8. 8, and then at level 11 it goes up to a max of possible 12, but it's all D4s, so that'll bring us to Aethros. How's your healing going?
Alright.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, it's going. It's, move. I guess I should probably dash. Come in here. Give myself the temp HP, or not temp HP, the actual healing. Another 5.
Okay.
And then that's it for my turn.
Okay. And you would now, entering the chamber, see the Durgar on the far end as well. Again, don't seem to be... they don't... Because you guys are so far away, they don't seem to actively be trying to put, suit you out. This chamber is very dimly lit, so they're not moving at this time. Big Tune, that'll bring us to you, sir.
So do we have a plan?
I guess go kill him, right?
I mean, that's a good plan to me.
Okay. I'll slide up another 35 feet here. Ooh, did I see what I thought I just saw? Is that within range? Oh, it is.
115.
That would be correct.
I'm gonna try to hit him with a firebolt then.
A 13 will miss as
Oh.
you fire off this bolt of fiery energy across the chambers, trying to hit the Durgar on the far side. You would finally hear them start to talk as the one like looks and sees it fly rather high. It like hits the ram and like fizzles. You would hear them talk for the first time. The fuck was that? And they like look at each other. And they like look and they would see you, Big Tomb, being the only person like within range that they can see, like clearly. No. Not these fucking people. And like the one in the back would like chime in and be like, who? What people? And like the one in the front who almost got hit by the fucking firebolt is like, it's the fucking Broken. And like, the Broken, who are they? They're the ones who killed Zeradok Sunblight. You were literally there. I don't want to fucking fight these people. I didn't sign up for this shite. And they like, the one in the front's like, you there, whoever you are. I don't fucking want to fight you.
Insight check. Do I hear it?
You would hear it. It would like echo throughout the chamber, but, oh yeah, you have the 300 feet of dark vision. You'll be able to see and hear it, so.
Yeah. So can I do an insight check to see if they actually are truthful that they don't want to fight?
Yes, you can do an insight check. Because you have the vision, it would give you the ability to do so. While you can tell that there's still hostility because of what happened at Sunblight Fortress, you can also tell that his voice seems to crack a little bit when he's talking, giving you strong hints of sincerity. That he's like, I did not come here to be slaughtered by these people. Was not expecting you to appear.
Yeah. I let Pictu know that, like, they don't actually want to fight us. Maybe we can just, talk our way out of this. Or convince them to fight with us.
I'm gonna move us along just a little bit as you would have that small conversation. We pan over to Ibrin, who is face to face with the ghost.
With the party knowing how I do damage, would we have the ability to have Arini actually move up next to the ghost? Knowing that I'm going to be able to do more damage with sneak attack if someone's engaging.
I would say you could ask her to do so on her next turn. Like, she would, listening to what you say, she would take that to heart and try to help you, but it would have to be on her turn.
That last time, if I remembered. Well, I'm gonna disengage and move away.
Okay. Bonus action disengage.
Was that the 30 feet or was that 20?
25.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll target it.
Okay, as you spin around, readying your bow once again, doing like a little like somersault to get away from it. A 12 is gonna hit.
That's interesting. Damage! Sneak attack!
Well, you would not have sneak attack for this one because you don't have advantage on the roll.
That's right.
It's okay. That's fair. You said sneak attack, so I was like, let me just clarify. For a nice solid 7 damage as you fire that into the ghost, and you would see it ripple throughout its form, but this one seems more durable than what the will-o-wisps were, being a little bit more hardy.
Now with me disengaging, I don't get a versatile attack, do I?
Correct, because you used your bonus action to disengage.
Good. Well, oh no. We, need some assistance. End my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to Spit, who's going to make his way towards the chamber. I don't think he moved last time, now that I think about it. Should have made him move. Oh well. Spit makes his way towards the chamber. He would see pt3, he would see Matra, and he would just barely see Big Two through the doorway. That brings to Ono, who hearing that from you, Ibrin, he's going to spin around and fire off a firebolt at the creature. Sorry, my cat was being needy. Spin around, fire attack. Oh yeah, I gotta open his character sheet. Oh. That'll hit. He's gonna fire off some damage. And he rolled really good for Firebolt. As it does some damage, you would see once again it glows the orange color of the fire for a second, and then returns to its ghostly form, letting out a shriek at the party as it continues to get pelted with damage. That's okay. And then he's gonna, seeing that it leads to a pool of water at the end there, he's going to jump down and follow Miris to the other side. To there. And that'll be his turn. Brings us back to the top of the round with Miris.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I need to go back and help with the ghost or just move on forward.
Help with the ghost.
Okay. So... Okay. Yep, I can see it from... I'm going to go ahead and attack it with my crossbow.
Okay, you ready up another bolt and you fire it at the ghost. Ooh, an 8 is not going to be enough to hit. As you fire off the bolt, while it physically hits the creature, it passes right through its ethereal form. Does not do any damage.
I am just going to stay put for now.
Okay, you kind of stay there ready in case it makes another movement forward or attacks somebody, you're prepared. Okay. Brings us to Matra, who is going to move up by Bictune. Well, as close to him as she can for now. Maybe a little off to the side here. If they don't want to fight, I wonder if they'll just let us pass up through. That'd be great. She you would hear her say that Bictune as you can see the Duragar talking amongst themselves. Well, you can't hear everything they say. When they start speaking loudly, they're just like, "Fuck it, why did we come here?" And then they mumble something to each other. And
I should have said, "Oh, it don't matter. I'm gonna kill him."
Okay, I guess. And she you're ready, some arcane energy in her hands, kind of preparing herself. She has a range of 90 feet. Can she? No, she wouldn't be able to make an attack right now. She wouldn't be able to make an attack unless I got a little bit closer. That'll bring us to the ghost, who... What is he gonna do? Ghost is going to continue its pursuit of Ebrin. And once again going to try to hit you with its Withering Touch. Gathering that energy once again that you've seen before. It makes an attack against you. No advantage. That'll be a 24 to hit. I feel like, oh no, would not use Silvery Barbs this time. Because he doesn't know what Tefik has, and he also wants to make sure he keeps energy for healing. So it's going to hit you with Withering Touch. It is an attack. You can use Uncanny Dodge to have the damage.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, half damage. So it rolled 17. You will take 8. As it hits you with the ghostly energy, you would feel a like a ripple, like shiver through your arm as it like grabs on, but you're able to shake it off and like move out of the way before it takes full hold. That'll be a ghost's turn. Irini's gonna move up. And that's gonna be her turn. She's gonna move up and do that. That'll bring us back to Aethros.
I will move up 30 feet. Look at Big Toon. So we are fighting these people. I can try and talk away out of this.
I mean, I definitely would like to get some revenge. So yeah.
All right, sounds good. Action dash, move up to here. Bonus action, give myself health.
How long does that spell last for? A minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Just for my own reference. As you continue to revitalize yourself.
Yeah, there's 36 seconds left on it. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll bring us to you, Big Toon.
All right.
Revenge in your mind, Duragar in your eyes.
Yes, I will move up though, because I don't want to just sit back. I want to kill. Especially because aren't these the guys that we were fighting down with DiGiorno Pizza, right?
These were the guys that you were fighting with. These were the guys who must have escaped from Sunblight Fortress down in the.
Yeah. Okay. Because they saw me jump into the lava, and the embarrassment is only making me angrier.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
So I'm gonna fuck another firebolt with the guy in the front, I guess.
Okay. As you ready another blast of arcane energy, you fire it forward.
Boy.
It is going to. You're not fully used to using this spell the way you would like to.
No.
And because of that, your rage and anger of the embarrassment that you had felt that day, you're not able to make purchase the way you would like to. And once again, like as it's getting close to the person, it like flies high off into the air, like hitting one of the crystals on the far side, like on the ceiling somewhere.
I telepathically speak to the one that I just shot at now twice. Say, don't worry, these are just warning shots. You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
He's in my head! Get out! As
I whisper, never.
Okay. Is that all you're doing on your turn, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll bring us to you, Ebrin. Irini in position, you still within melee range of said ghost.
So, because I throw my shit, do I get advantage if I'm this close, or do I still have to be disengaged?
So because this is a reflavor of your daggers that you conjure, you can use them in melee or you can use them at range, as long as you're within the 60 feet. So it will not invoke disadvantage on your attack. So you could attack like normal.
Oh. Well, we're gonna go attacking then.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Damage. Get the fuck away from me!
For a nice crisp 24. I feel like you've rolled that like 3 times now. And as you do so, as you yell out the "Get the fuck away from me!" You fire off your arrow. I always imagine you fire it at the head of the creature, and you watch as the arrow ripples, creating like a large ripple effect that emanates throughout the creature's entire body, and you hear it screech one final time before disappearing altogether. It is dead.
Rini a high five and thank her for the assistance. Well, there's a door at the end of the fucking room. I take it we gotta go there. How far away is that?
A decent push.
That's ways away.
The Ziggurat is enormous.
Since I attacked, I can only move 60, or can I still move the 90?
So you, as a rogue, because you didn't use your bonus action, you have your regular movement, plus you can use a bonus action dash to go an additional 30 feet. So you could move the 60.
Okay. We'll move the 60 then. That right corner. I'll just move that in my turn.
Okay, you do a little somersault off the side of the little platform, and you just begin dashing forward. And every step that you take closer to the edge of this doorway, you feel the arcane energy that is emanating from deeper inside getting stronger.
Well, something's gonna happen in this next door.
Okay, that'll bring us to Spit. Spit entering the chamber for the first time is going to get to inside the bubble, right up next to Matra. He would begin seeing the silhouettes of the people on the far end emanating from the light with the ram's eyes and the gemstone in the middle that is just harnessing this arcane power. And he would see Bigtoon begin trying to fire off shots at them, but he would not be close enough that he'd be able to make an attack. At least, well, you know, he'd have disadvantage. I think if you're attacking, he'd try to attack. It's Spit. Following his favorite people's lead. Disadvantage should be right at the edge of his range. And even with that, he's going to hit with a 16 because he has the archery. Because the archery saved him this time. He'll actually hit it for some damage. And he rolled max damage on his die. Proud of that little man. And as he gets hit with the arrow, coming from Spit that he really cannot see well, he would just be able to make out Spit firing the arrow. I said I don't want to fight you, but I guess we have to do this the hard way. Come on, boys! As the 4 of them get ready to enter combat. That'll bring us to Ono, who is going to, following Ebron's lead, make a way down through the chamber. Bring him right there. He's going to dash to right there. And, yep. He will begin making his way, or continue making his way. As we reach the end of the round, the Durgar now enter combat. Beautiful. Okay. That'll bring us to Mirrors at the top of the round.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to move right next to Ono.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Brings us to Matra, who's going to move up farther so she can see better. Right there. Right, just within range. Okay, she's also going to attack the Durgar. First one will hit. Roll some dicey dice for damage. For a solid 4. Not as much as I was hoping, but she did roll a 1. And then fire off another arcane bolt of energy, which will still just barely hit. Firing off more damage. This one a little bit more substantial. And Big Tune, as you like fired your second firebolt, she would like look to you and be like, "It's all in the wrist movements." As she fires off her attack. That brings us to Irini, who's going to follow the party's lead. And dash to get behind Ibrin. Brings us to one of the Durgar, who's going to be making his way forward. So there. And that'll be his turn. Does not really have a lot that he can do at this range. That'll bring us to pt3.
Move up. I don't think I have anything with that much range. So bonus action, I'm going to myself another 8, and I'm at max hit points.
Nice.
And then for my action, I would like to ready my action so that way if anyone gets within 60 feet, I would use Sacred Flame on them.
Okay.
Any of the Durgar.
Perfect.
Or, yeah.
That'll bring us to another Durgar, who's going to make his way forward. Make his way here. He's going to dash. And he, I think, would up.
Nope, I think it'll be just outside.
Just outside, okay. As he's making his way towards the party to fight, hammer in hand, ready to go. That'll bring us to this other guy. So he's going to get to this point, and that would trigger your Sacred Flame.
Yeah, oh, I gotta target him first.
It's a DC 16 Dex save. Which he will fail. He rolled a 5. So that'll be 12 damage to him as he gets blasted by this radiant energy that shines down for a moment. He's going to keep moving. After that, he has another 20 feet of movement. Because he dashed. That'll be his turn. That'll bring us to Big Tune as the Durgar now rush forward, ready for combat.
Alright. I'm gonna scooch up my 35 for the round. And since I saw pt3 attack the one that's directly in front of me now, I'm going to huck a firebolt at him.
Checks out.
And I look down at my wrist first to see that. Okay.
I'm gonna give you, if you're hucking the firebolt, I'm gonna give you DM inspiration from Matra to make the attack with advantage. It's all on the wrists, Big Tune.
Yeah, I'm looking down at my wrist like, okay, I think I got this.
You will just barely meet the DC, so go ahead and roll for damage.
Jesus. All right.
I was kind of really hoping for dual nat ones.
That would have been funny.
Alright, for a nice solid 10 as you flick your wrists a little bit differently this time. You hug a firebolt at the Durgar, you just blast it with this fiery energy, and you can see some of its armor is like starting to... It has like twinkles of small embers that are like beginning to light in a flame, as he is looking very worse for wear after that one, plus the Sacred Flame.
Okay. I just say it telepathically to Matra. Thank you. I couldn't figure that out for some reason.
You see a little blush as she readies for her next attack. Don't mention it.
He doesn't realize he was being completely sarcastic.
No, he was being genuine. He could not figure it out.
Oh, I gotta move your shit up with you. Your 2 globes. Dead.
Then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Ebron, that will bring us to you.
Provided nothing happens, I'm gonna run up to the door, and if it isn't locked, I'm gonna quietly open it up again.
Okay. Quietly make me a stealth check. You've been rolling really good most of the night so far. As you quietly open these doors are a lot smaller than the ones you've been pushing through up to now. It's almost like a standard door that you would find on, like, made out of stone and a bit of metal. As you push open this door, you would see inside another crazy looking chamber, as what you would see is these large, very, very ancient sigils kind of wrapping around the center of this room, glowing an extremely bright blue. The arcane energy emanating out of each of these little crystals that decorate the sides, gathering more and more of the energy to the conduit, and you see that it pushes just a little bit further beyond. But I want you to make a history check, Ebron, as you see this mechanism inside this chamber.
You've been rolling really well tonight. Make a history check.
Yeah, I jinxed it for you. My bad. I'll silvery barbs myself. Now, as you look at this chamber, you see how the runes are arranged, and you see how the oh, you're funny. As the runes glow and pulsate this bright blue, you see that there are certain pieces of this mechanism that are missing, and you feel as though you've seen something like this before. The 2 rings that are at the top up here are high enough in the air that you could pass underneath them, but the passageway is very narrow.
This room's freaky. Stuff's missing. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Very, very descriptive. As we pan over to Spit, who's going to move up even more. Spit, not really caring whether you fight or let him flee, is going to just follow everyone's lead and continue attacking. Moving up into the dome. He's going to fire off an arrow at the one that's closest. Actually, no. Spit has a little bit of wisdom. He's going to fire off an arrow at the one that has the most, that looks the healthiest, which is between the 2 guys who you've impacted up to now.
That's the wise thing to do?
Well, Spit knows that Big Toon is probably going to engage this guy here. There's a guy who's very close to death, and there's a guy who's coming in at full health. He's going to try to whittle him down before he gets to all of you, because he's trying to help you guys conserve energy, because he's barely hurt.
Okay.
He has decent wisdom. I mean, it's not great, but it's definitely wiser than, like, a fucking raven flying through the air or something. So he's learning. That'll hit. Roll some damage. He's been rolling 6s a lot tonight. Good for Spit. As he does max damage that he can to the guy. Pelting it in the armor, you would hear him audibly groan a little bit as he continues to make his way forward. That'll bring us to Ono, who's going to make his way up to Ebron, as Ebron's like, this room is spooky, there's things missing. We'll get him to here. And he's, like, seeing the door open, he's going to take a couple steps inside. Not a full dash, but enough to, like, get a good look around. It's, like, right there. And his eyes are going to go super, super wide as he looks at this and he's like, I wish it wasn't breaking or broken. Ebron, do you know what this is?
I know exactly what this is.
I knew you were smart. And he doesn't even, like, question it. This is if this thing was, it had connections all the way across and it wasn't missing those pillars, and, like, he points to, like, the pieces that, like, you can see that are, like, missing from one of the rings. If this thing was complete, this thing is, like, it's like a very, very ancient version of, like, a teleportation circle. It links the 4 ziggurats together. If it wasn't broken, we could send ourselves to one of the other ziggurats. Using this as the conduit.
Or worse, she could send herself anywhere and cause more damage.
I mean, I guess that's one outlook to think of it as. That's good. That's good. You know, we gotta have the devil's advocate piece here. You're right. I was getting full of myself. I have a feeling what we need to go to is in the next chamber. And you can see, like, while you can't visibly see into that chamber from here, you can see that there's a bright white light emanating from the far end over on the other side of the ancient transporter.
Let's just hope Sephi boy's over there and get this battle done and over with.
I agree. The sooner this is ended, I just hope our family is safe. As he would that would be the end of his turn. That brings us to the last Durgar, who's going to look at the party with, like, a solemn look in his eyes. It didn't have to be this way. We didn't have to do this. And he's going to, you hear him yell back, "Rise and shine!" As, you see coming out from the throne that emanates, that, like, sits on the far end of the chamber, a large stone construct begins to rise off of the ground. And he's going to take... He's actually going to move back to about there. Begin making his way backwards. And with that, that brings us to the end of the round with the Shield Guardian being added to the initiative order. Of course,
When I see him take a step back, I still telepathically talk to him. Just because you move back doesn't mean you can run.
Why are you in my head? What did I do to you? As he, like, yells out loud. So, like, everyone just hears his response. They don't hear the telepathy behind it. Just the, get out of my head.
I look at his buddy 10 feet or 15 feet in front of me. I go, I have no idea what that man's talking about.
He physically left your space. Don't you have the ability to attack him?
Oh, no, he is not that close.
No, he was probably like 50 feet away. 40 feet away, probably. So he's just making his way backwards, deeper into this large throne of some sort. As we begin the top of the round, I think that's where we're going to end it for today, as the party makes their way deeper and deeper into this ziggurat. And you guys are actually, as I'm looking at the full map, keeping mostly pace with each other for how deep you're going. It's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool in the sense that when one of you guys are usually in combat, the others are able to dash, so it makes rounds a little bit faster.
I was going to ask you if that was by design or just by luck.
That was by luck. This was not by
Okay.
design. But with some crazy good damage rolls and with certain damage types not being resisted, it's definitely helped. So, yeah, you guys are killing it.
I have one question for you on a I don't want to call it a rules question, but kind of a rules question. I need a judgment from you.
Okay.
So I was just thinking about that telepathic ability that I gained from the deck, that some of us have gained from the deck.
Yes.
I have a proposal. One of them is more grounded and realistic and likely the one you're going to choose, if at all. And the other one I think is very funny.
Okay.
If, like, say, Ian or I were to draw that card again, do you think, one, it could either be additive, or two, be multiplicative? So,
okay,
like,
so whether it's
if
100,
I drew it again, yeah, like I could, every time you draw it, it just adds on, or draw it again, and you multiply the two numbers, which would be, 810 feet, which would be absolutely hilarious, I think.
I will propose you. I'll give you a different offer because that is very, very long range for that
I know,
telepathy.
That's why I thought that was funny. I was like, that one's not realistic, but